Have you ever had a plan and it completely fell apart, or something came up and threw off everything that you thought you were going to do? Well, that's where adaptability comes in. Adaptability is one of the most important keys to growth. It's being able to be flexible, being able to pivot, to change when you need to, so that your plan can still go forward. So today we're going to talk about adaptability. Life is completely unpredictable. We just don't know when things are going to come up and get in the way. How you look at those problems and how you decide to make adjustments is adaptability. So thinking is one of the most critical ways to be successful or unsuccessful. And when we have a problem that comes up, we have an obstacle, and we look at it in a positive light and say, hey, I can adjust and make things work even though this problem is here, is super critical. And that's the power of adaptability. No matter what, to grow, you have to change. And some people, they're gonna change and they're not gonna have any control of that. But when you're adaptable, when you can change yourself, when you are intentional in your changing, that's where growth happens. That's where you're able to keep moving forward with and progress in your goals and your dreams. Being adaptable in any situation requires flexibility. Flexibility of your mind, flexibility of your thoughts, and being able to change even when you don't want to change. This is key in growing. It's key in learning. Change when you need to, and change with intentionality. Adaptability, having that ability to do it even when you don't want to do it, is one of the most important keys for your future when you're trying to grow. Now, having the strength and flexibility is not a weakness at all. In fact, it shows resiliency. And resiliency is one of the most important skills you need to have, especially if you're in sales. You have to be resilient. When you do have problems, when you do have obstacles that come up, you're being flexible to be able to move around it, come up with a different solution, and move forward. So don't think it's a weakness if you have to make changes to your plan. It's truly a strength. So how do we do it? How do we be adaptable and change? Well, first you have to be very open-minded. You have to be able to take a look at the problem from someone else's point of view. Most of us, we get so inward in our thinking and we only worry about our problem and how it affects us. Being able to be open-minded, take time to look at the situation from other points of view is critical when you're trying to grow and overcome obstacles or problems. Now, you all heard, if first you don't succeed, try again, but they're missing a point there, and that point is reflection. You have to actually analyze what's going on. It's not just try again and do it again without actually figuring out why it didn't work in the first place. So being able to analyze and make really good thought, put some thought into why the problem happened and how you can fix it is critical. So don't just try again. You must try, reflect, do it again, over and over until you get things right. So having time to reflect when you have problems is super critical for you to really succeed in adaptability. Now we come back to the A&L formula, the action and leverage. Adaptability is really all about action. It's about doing something and changing course when you need to. Sometimes you don't want to do it, I get it. But if you make small steps and you make those changes, that keeps you in a positive path to where you need to be. So please take action when you're using adaptability. On the leverage side, using adaptability to leverage, making sure you're able to turn a problem into an opportunity. I had sales manager that always told me that never use the word problem. Just call them opportunities right from the beginning so you have the right mindset. So leverage your mind in allowing you to look at problems as opportunities instead of problems. Now, my challenge for you this week is to take a look at a problem maybe you haven't had any action with. Take a look at that problem. Look how you can change your mindset. Look at it as an opportunity instead. Be more flexible. Look at it from a different point of view so you can continue to move forward in your targets, in your goals, in your dreams. Use adaptability this week. Now, growth doesn't happen when you stick very rigid to your plan. Sometimes you have to make halftime adjustments. That's why they have halftime. Everyone gets a chance to rest, think about what's happened, make sure they can adjust to play the second half. So this week, make those halftime adjustments in the things that you're not getting progress with, and please take time to reflect on your problems, and then you can use the power of adaptability in your quest to grow and be better and to help others. See you next week.